The good news with this loss is the vessel's insured, the bridge is insured, the port authority's insured. So this is an insured loss. So from a financial perspective, yes, the debates will rage as to whose fault it was and who should pay what, but it is insured. So the financial power is behind the loss. But honestly, when you look at it from a marine point of view, this could be one of the largest marine losses in history.
Well, indeed, Janet Yellen, the US Treasury Secretary, says that she expects insurers to help cover the cost of rebuilding the bridge. You've got analysts at Barclays saying that smaller Lloyd's firms may be the most exposed to the claims. Have you estimated the potential claims exposure?
So two answers to that, really. So one, the way in which marine insurance happens in the world, you have these protection and indemnity clubs. There are 12 of them that pool together to provide insurance. 90% of the world's shipping is with those 12 clubs. They pool together to meet their resources, and then they buy insurance, and we're involved where they buy insurance. So Lloyd's has an involvement, but it is not the main involvement. There are many different insurers involved throughout. But I think yes, Yellen's right. This is an insured loss, so that there is the financial muscle to deal with the issues that we're talking about. And you know, we visibly see the obvious damage, but it is the complexity you were talking about earlier on. It's the supply chain issues that really get quite complicated with these types of loss.
No, we understand that the marine insurers, of course, will cover a portion of the losses, but how material do you think it's going to be to Lloyd's of London as the kind of backstop after that? And just in terms of length of time, I think our audience would be very interested to understand how long something like this is going to take to unravel in terms of insurance costs.
So I think from our point of view, honestly, we would assume that these types of losses will occur every year. So in that respect, every loss is individual, but in the aggregate, yes, we assume these types of losses to occur. So we model for them, we scenario build against them. So this is within the levels of expectations that we would think could happen for this type of loss. Inevitably, and you said it in your bulletin earlier on, these things do take longer than people think. You know, constructing a bridge is a 4 or 5 year program. So I think the supply chain issues will reconcile quite quickly, and we're seeing that happen as quickly as we can. But some of the rebuild issues just take a little bit of time. So it's not the financial preparedness to pay for the loss. Clearly, as money is needed, then money will be available. But it just does take a little bit of time to repair and reinstate.
Just staying on shipping, we've also had the attacks on shippers in the Red Sea for 3 months now. How do you see that playing out? How do you think about the shipping risks and the insurance costs?
So from our point of view, as you know, the Red Sea is not uninsurable. Number one, it's not uninsurable. And you've seen us also deal with the Black Sea corridor, with the transportation of grain and fertilizer. So for us, it's more about the politics and the government requirements as to what you can and what you can't do. So provided the agreements are in place at a government-based level, then insurers can step in and provide cover.